Welcome everybody to Tarantulas in the SIP. My name is Landon, and first of all, I want to start off by thanking everybody who liked, watched, and subscribed to our last video. It really means a lot to me. I like to share this information with maybe new beginners into the tarantula hobby, or people who just want information, try to work on their fears a little bit. That's exactly why I got into this hobby. And speaking on that, this is why I got this species, because I'd already kind of been working on my fear with tarantulas, but this one kind of still weirded me out. And the reason it did is because it kind of has some true spider tendencies. So, appearances rather. So, most tarantulas have fat legs that go straight down and kind of round off. This species, its legs taper to the end and kind of come to a point. It also doesn't have much, if any, hair on its head, and it's a red, bald head. It's kind of unsettling looking in a way if you're not used to spiders. And it also has a pill shaped abdomen, where most tarantulas, not all, but most tarantulas have a spherical abdomen. But we'll get into some of the description of it. It is a Bumba Horrida. It comes from the Amazon rainforest in northern Brazil. Its common name is the Amazon redhead. You will absolutely see why. Sports a velvety black body, not very long hairs, and a striking red head. It's very red. I heard it kind of dulls out when they mature, but the lifespan of this species is 12 to 15 years for females, 3 to 6 for males, so it's a little on the shorter end. It has about a 5-inch leg span. It requires a little higher humidity, 65 to 75%. Obviously, it comes from the Amazon, but we'll get into that in the video about how you can work on your humidity and what I do to keep my humidity up. We named him Bundy. I thought, I'm a big pop icon guy, and I thought Bumba Bundy really sounded good, so that's what we went with. But it has really helped me get over my fear with true spiders also. Before, if we found a spider in the house, we'd kill it. I'll just be totally honest with you. But now I catch them in a cup and I take them outside. Um, this has really, the immersion of it has really helped me get over my fears with spiders. But we'll go ahead and get into the video now, and we'll show you a rehousing. So this is what I'll be rehousing Bundy in today. As you can see, I got some moss. I'll go over that with you. I ordered this moss. A lot of people go with frog moss, but I had to buy it in bulk this time if I wanted to get it, and I just didn't need that much. So I went with this. It works great. As you can see, it's green, it's plumped up, works very well. I've used it in another enclosure of mine, and she dug it up pretty good. It has a few little spots that have kind of died in it, but overall it's worked really good. You'll also notice here a layer of, I'm losing my mind, vermiculite. There you go. The camera lady helped me out. I always have trouble with that word. Got a little leaf litter. The usual mix I use, about 40% peat moss, 40% cocoa fiber with the vermiculite mixed in. Now, the reason I do this, I live around a lake and I live in the deep south. So it is extremely humid here. I have problem with mold in my enclosures. So I've been experimenting, and Tom from Tom's Big Spiders, I've seen him use this. All credit to him. He's a great guy. Check out his videos. He really got me into the hobby. It kind of acts like a sponge and lifts that humidity up into the substrate so they can find the depth that's good for them. Now, you don't want to worry about humidity and the fact that you put a gauge on here and keep an eye on it all the time. You just want to have the substrate moist enough for their level, and that's what this allows us to do, is to keep it at, they can go in and find the humidity level that's good for them. As you can see, it's more wet here and it gradually comes up. I've just added the water so it'll spread out a little bit more. I might have to add a little more at the end, but the moss is nice and moist, and of course we've got a water dish. We'll go ahead now and get into the rehousing. The camera lady will just keep an eye on the footage here. I have to grab my tongs that I forgot. Maybe she can kind of get some footage of him in there while I go do that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. We'll go ahead and start getting out the water dish. As you can see, there's dirt in there. I did not do that. Tarantulas like to make soup. I don't know why they do this. The humidity was good in here. As you can see, he's done it again. Here's another water dish. It's just kind of a joke in the community that they're making soup. Some people speculate it's to get the humidity up. Some people are saying they're trying to cover it up because they think it could be dangerous to them, that it could flood their area. I don't know. But we're always going to keep water in there. Let me grab this molt out. That's why we're rehousing him. He molted recently, put on some good size. And here he comes. Look at him in all his glory. Look how beautiful that red head is. Try to come in a little tighter if you can. No, just get in closer. There we go. Look at that. As you can see, the kind of true spider look. And look how curious he is. We're going to have to go ahead and try to catch him in the bottle. But this has been a really good species for me. He's kicked hairs one time. Once again, we went over that in the last video. It's stressful for him. I hate it. But it does happen. We're going to try to keep it to a minimum as always. But we're going to go ahead and start now. I think this is a beautiful species. I'm going to let him do what he wants to do for a second, see if he wants to come out a little bit more. That way it'll be a little easier to get him. I feel like if I move this, he's going to try to bolt out, so we're not going to do that. Get it right here. And he attacked the dowel, probably a food response. Scared the camera lady. She's not as brave as me at this point. But we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, he's not too happy with me at the moment. Oh, and he shot down. He's doing everything we don't want him to do at the moment. That's all right. We're going to continue. We're going to get it. There we go. He is not a fan. I hate to say it, but I think we're going to have to try to get this wood out. He is not happy. And he is. That's another thing. We'll say this. He's been good. He's been very manageable. But they can change between molts, and he just molted. So it can happen. Be aware of that. Being stubborn. It is wedged in there really good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out. And we're just going to have to work with it. There we go. I think we got him. There we go. We getting him. All right. So we're going to try to get some footage of him now. He did not kick hairs, even though he grabbed onto the wooden dowel There we go. He did kind of attack the wooden dowel. I don't think he bit it. I think he just kind of slapped at it. We're just trying to get some good footage for y'all. Sorry. Here, let's do it like this. Is that better? I'm gonna go sideways. Okay. Alrighty, so now we're gonna get him out and we'll see how he acts doing this. And I know we don't know if this is a male or female. Just the he kind of comes to mind. Sometimes she does. It just whatever I feel like that day, I reckon. We hope they're all she's for longevity. Like in our last video, we're gonna slowly poke his leg. There we go. Making his way slowly towards. There we go. Now we'll try to get some footage here. No glare on the bottom. You can see the tapered legs here. That's a pretty good shot right there. The shiny head. It looks like it might have a little fuzz on it. I'm not sure on that. I'll have to do some more research. But all in all, he did pretty good. I've definitely had worse experiences with rehousings. But that's good. Yeah, she really got zoomed in there. I really like that. But I love the velvety look to them. I love it when it's a dark background with some bright, vibrant colors. I really like that. But this is definitely some good space for them. You can see here, if the camera lady will zoom out a little bit, the size difference. Come back just a little bit. There we go. So that's adding some good space, maybe one or two molts with him. But we'll go ahead and end it here, and I'll see you in just a second. Wrap this video up. So we are going to wrap up here. Something I forgot to mention, this is a terrestrial species again. Now, even though it's a terrestrial, they all have a home of some sort, under a rock, in a log, a little hole or something. They're not just going to sit out all the time. That, you know, if there's elements, they need to get away. So we always do create them a hide. Once again, I created a cork bark hide with a little moss on top. As you saw, that's sufficient. He does dig a little bit to get to those moisture levels, and a little bit on his attitude. So like I said before, in between molts, tarantulas can change attitudes. You want to be aware of that. Some can become more skittish, more bold. Um, I don't want to say aggressive. I don't ever feel like a tarantula is aggressive. That was always my fear, is like, if I got a tarantula, it can't wait to get me. And that's something I learned early on. Tarantulas aren't sitting in their enclosures thinking about how they're going to get you. They're just protecting themselves like anybody would protect their home. So, but like I said, he is a terrestrial species. A lot of people report that theirs are very docile, and mine has been really good too. But he just molted not too recently, a couple of weeks ago or so. So he's good to move, but he might still be a little on the defensive side because he might still feel a little more vulnerable, and he might mellow out. But I've heard great things about this species, that they're docile. Some people hold. I'm never going to recommend it. That's up to you. They get nothing from it. The holding is all for your benefit. It's not for their benefit. But I'll never judge anybody what they want to do. Just know every tarantula is venomous. All new worlds have urticating hairs. Old worlds are a little more venomous. But that's your call. I'm not here to police you. Just be careful. I want to ask everybody to please like and subscribe. Continue watching. Pass it on to friends, and we'll see you next time.